What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. And in today's video I'm going to be talking about England's last game that we played against Croatia in the semi-finals, guys. And yeah, let's just get straight into today's video, no messing around. So the team was unchanged from the last game against Sweden. The team was unchanged 3 times in a row, wasn't touched, no one came in. We started with Pickford, Trippier, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Young, Henderson, Lingard, Ali, Sterling and Kane. 2 things to talk about in my overall reaction. I'm going to be first talking about how I felt from that game and my emotions after the game, and then actually get into the actual game itself. So obviously you guys are aware that Croatia went and beat us 2-1. Absolutely disappointed and gutted that we crashed out of the World Cup. Obviously England were one of the contenders to win the World Cup. Unfortunately we're not now. I just want to say how proud the boys have done for England. They've done our nation proud, they've done England proud. Gareth Southgate, by leading the team, has been great by leading them out from day one. Since beating Tunisia to come into getting beat against Croatia, it's not as planned. Came in full of confidence in this game. Unfortunately, we went and lost this game 2-1. But the boys have just got to keep believing and never give up. Don't forget, boys, that the World Cup isn't finished yet. We've still got another game against Belgium for the 3rd and 4th playoff, which is coming up on Saturday, which is a big turnaround. The World Cup's not finished, but keep your heads up high, keep your chins up. You've done England proud, and everyone back at home are so happy with the team, how far we came in this World Cup. Everyone expected England to crash out early. We proved a lot of them wrong, and everyone thought it was coming home. Unfortunately, it's not coming home. On hindsight, we have to put that behind us now, the result against Croatia, and move on now. Boys have got another game against Belgium on Saturday, and we've got to look forward to that now. The World Cup is not finished. We're going to keep going, and there's obviously a few more videos from me about the World Cup. Gutting, guys, but we have to get over it and move on now. It is what it is. We're such a young team, but we can improve now in the next couple of years. Go from there. So also I'm going to be talking about the match. First half, we had such a great half. We started well. Trippier scored that free kick well. What an absolutely free kick it was. And a great start for England, I must admit. Second half, we weren't as composed as we were. We were going back to old England. We weren't the best. Croatia were putting the pressure back on us. The defence did well, but just not enough. We sort of like switched off a couple of times, and we were getting a little bit tired. And then obviously Croatia scored in the second half, which wasn't not ideal, but at the end of the day, I want to also give my respects to Croatia. Fair play to Croatia. Well done. You're through to the final against France. At the end of the day, we have to take this result. The World Cup isn't over. We've still got another game on Saturday. Keep your heads up high, boys, and we've got another game on Saturday. Keep your chins up, and we've got to go again on Saturday now. So yeah, let's just actually talk about the actual game, and we'll analyse the game. So England had a good start into the game. England got Croatia on the front foot straight away. We started this half well, sharp. We're moving quick. We're passing the ball well. We were already troubling Croatia at the back. We were putting the pressure on straight from kick-off. We weren't messing around. We put them straight on the front foot, and Sterling with his pace was troubling their defence. That's what I loved about it. The next thing you know England got their first goal. England won a free kick. Trippier steps up and puts it in the back of the net. I was over the moon and absolutely buzzing that we scored, because we obviously had that scoring feeling. That's what we needed to keep doing, keep scoring goals. Fortunately, we couldn't score another goal, but it is what it is. I thought football is coming home, but it's not, obviously. After that, it sort of like settled down and got rid of the nerves that we got out of us, and then we could celebrate as hard as we want. But the thing is, I think got to us that we sort of got too carried away from scoring that goal, and that's what I think that killed the game. Through scoring that goal, we celebrated too hard, and the players obviously had to be reminded of what needed to be done, and this, that and the other by Gareth Southgate. I don't think everything sort of came together. We had to finish the game. We obviously had to finish off the game in the second half by getting another goal. Fortunately, that did not happen, but we got to take these chances. The chances that we had with Harry Kane and Sterling and Lingard, some of them were thrown away. Some of them should have been scored. We should have beat Croatia about 3-4-0. That's a bit gutting, but we've got to take these chances, and we have to score on these chances. So that's what also let us down in this game as well. England were composed in the first half, I must admit. The passing was good, the movement was good, the pace is good, the tempo is good. All the way round, the team was just great. England then, like I was just talking about, we had a few chances. Harry Kane should have scored. He tried taking his time. And yeah, he should have just scored, should have just put it in the back of the net. And you know what Harry Kane's like. Whenever he's on the ball, He's always putting these goals away. Fortunately, not in this game. It is what it is, but we have to move on. Lingard again, he should have scored. He scuffed it, bit sloppy as well. Again, Henderson had been putting some great balls in, but some of them just went too deep and went too long. Obviously, he keeps passing the ball out to Trippier, Young, also to Sterling and Harry Kane. But England had been dangerous when we were on the counter-attack, and that's what I just loved. Every single time we got the ball in midfield, we were so dangerous on that counter-attack. We were troubling Croatia's defence, and that's what we had to keep doing. Croatia had a few chances and tested Pickford. Pickford once again stepped up. Also, our defence has been great as well. We had been clearing the ball well and in it out of the box well. That's what I also loved about this game. We kept going. We cleared the ball out of the box well. That's what we needed. The players stepped up massively in this first half. Overall, it was a great first half for England. Second half, we needed to keep going what we needed to keep doing. We had to keep believing. We had to never give up. Just keep going. We needed to create more chances at goal. Get more crosses into the box. When we're in midfield, we want to get the ball to Harry Kane and Sterling so we can get more in the counter-attack, make those runs, trouble Croatia's defence. Going back to the chances, we didn't create enough chances in the second half. We didn't see that happen as much. A time where Trippier crossed it into the box and Harry Kane nearly scored on the header. Again, there was one or two chances in that second half, but we sort of lacked on a bit of a leader in that midfield. No one wasn't getting the balls out to Harry Kane or Sterling. That's what we struggled on. And also the balls out to Young and Trippier. We sort of lacked of something in that midfield in that second half. Maybe a lack of energy as well. It just sort of killed the game from there, and we weren't switched on in that second half onwards. Croatia started the half well. They straight away got on the counter-attack. So straight away from the kickoff, they were on the counter-attack. They were creating chances and causing England's problems at the back. Croatia were all around England. England's defence was sloppy in times and we were switching off. England couldn't seem to get the balls out wide and no one couldn't make those runs that we needed. And like I was just saying previously, England were lacking on a leader in midfield. Also, we were just lacking of energy, like I said previously as well. The next thing you know we all could see this happen, and I was just watching this on my laptop thinking, whatever happens now, Croatia are going to score. The next thing you know Croatia scored, and that was the least thing that we didn't want to happen. It happened. Then England needed some fresh legs on the pitch then. It was time for some fresh legs. We needed some fresh legs on the pitch anyway. Sterling came off for Rashford. Talk about Sterling's performance. I must say that Sterling's performance in this game was a much more better from the last couple of games. His pace was troubling Croatia's defence massively in this game. He used it well, finally distributed the ball off to players that, like I was previously saying in that last video, whenever you get the ball, pass it. That's what he did, thankfully. So if he is watching my videos, thank you for doing that. Overall, his performance was great. We needed some fresh legs on, and we needed that to happen. And I felt like Rashford could have done something in this team and could have got us the winning goal. After that, I thought Rashford was going to create something in this game. Nothing much happened in that second half once Rashford came on. England just couldn't seem to get onto the ball. Croatia were just all around us. They had most of the possession in that second half. We're just going back to old England where there was no composure whatsoever. Our defence was managed well, just not much was happening near to the end of the half. We just sort of lacked on a bit of a leader in that midfield, and that didn't click for us in this game. At the end of the day, the players should be happy of where they finished at the end of the day. If we go into this next game in the third and fourth playoff, and if we win that game, we are going to be told that we are the third best team in this World Cup, and that's what they've got to take. If we win this game against Belgium, it's going to be another tough test against Belgium, but I'm expecting a very good game from England, and we've got a massive turnaround now to Saturday. It's literally about 1 or 2 days to go and we have to turn it around. Young came off for Rose. I'll talk about Young's performance. Young's performance in this game, it was very good. Many balls went into the box from Young. Dangerous on the attack, getting some crosses into the box, but that didn't happen in this game by Young. We had a few free kicks and a few of those free kicks didn't go successfully. It is what it is, we have to move on. After that, the full-time whistle went, which meant it's extra time. So we're going to be talking more about this game because obviously it went into extra time. We needed to remind ourselves to keep what we needed to do. At this point of the game, England were getting tired. Not much was happening. The ball was just going end to end. England made another change. Henderson came off for Dyer. Anderson's performance was good in this game. I don't think it was one of the best, actually, because the last couple of games he's been absolutely tremendous. I don't think this game sort of clicked for him because we lacked of a leader in that midfield. No one wasn't dangerous enough to break down Croatia's defence. That's what we sort of lacked on in that second half. And for the most of the rest of the game, that's what we lacked on. That's what just slipped, and that's what killed the game for us. That was it. But we had to still keep believing of what we needed to do. Once Croatia saw England were getting tired, Croatia were going for it. The next thing you know, Croatia scored once again. I was just absolutely devastated in the game because once Croatia scored, we obviously had to score, get a goal back to obviously keep our World Cup alive. But yeah, that didn't fortunately happen. But yeah, obviously now Croatia have got a big test now against France, which I'm looking forward to in the final. But yeah, like I've just said now for the last couple of times, it is what it is. We have to move on. Obviously, this is going to hurt the players for the next couple of days. It's sort of sunk in for me now that we're out of the World Cup. But at the end of the day, if we win the third and fourth playoff, I'll be absolutely happy with the boys because we will be the third best team in the World Cup. And that's what we got to take. Like I was just saying previously, England just lacked of a leader in that midfield. A leader all round on this pitch as well, actually. And that's what just sort of killed the game. We didn't have a leader on this pitch whatsoever just to keep this team going and motivated. Second half of extra time, England needed to score to stay in the World Cup and to keep our World Cup alive. As the game was progressing, England did not look like we were going to score. England then made another change. Walker came off for Vardy. Walker's performance was good, I must admit. He's been doing well throughout this World Cup and he's done tremendously well. That's what we need to keep doing. Every single player must be happy of where we've come in this World Cup. They must be happy with where they finished. But at the end of the day, this World Cup is not finished. And we've got to win our third and fourth playoff against Belgium in the next couple of days. And yeah, that's what we've got to take, really, like I was just saying previously. So England changed the system and changed the formation. Players were getting injured, the likes of Trippier. He had a groin issue. He could be a doubt for the next game on Saturday. So yeah, then we had to sort of change up the formation a bit because we were a man down for the rest of the game. England obviously didn't look good. We lacked on a player, so that killed the game, really. That was it. England's dream was over. Our next game is Belgium in the third place playoff. Belgium, we've already played Belgium in the group stages. Yes, we lost, but at the end of the day, the team previously was different and Belgium's team was different. Our team was different. So it's a good battle. It's basically Harry Kane versus Lukaku now to get this golden boot, and also Griezmann as well. So that's what we're going to be looking out for. I want Harry Kane to get this golden boot, and this is what I really want from Harry Kane. Win that golden boot, get a couple of goals, get a goal against Belgium, and he's won it, really. We've previously played Belgium in the group stages. Yes, we lost, but I think in this one we can get our revenge and prove to them that we're going to get revenge on you. You bloody beat us. We're going to come back with our revenge now. We have to turn it around massively in the next 2 days. If we do that, win our third and fourth playoff, we'll be the third best team in the World Cup. And that's what we're going to be proud of. Our nation will be happy. England will be happy. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you guys with a brand new video, hopefully next week. And peace.